Absolutely. I'd like to thank, first of all, the Board of Directors of the Valatie Community Theater for allowing this opportunity to be in front of you and inviting the entire community to be here, as well as all of the candidates. My name is Peter Bujanow. I'm a lifelong resident of Columbia County, and I've lived in Kinderhook since 1983, and I've dedicated 29 years of my life to public service in Kinderhook. I recently retired. I have work history in both public and private sector. I worked for an authority in the state of New York, as well as General Electric Company, and I have degrees. I have a master's degree in public administration, a bachelor's degree in finance. I also have a certificate in labor relations from Cornell University, as well as I have been a president of a union representing the public authority. I also hold licenses of real estate and insurance broker. I'm a certified code official. I have, as I mentioned, 29 years of public service, which started for me in 1990 on the Board of Assessment Review. Excuse me. I served under 3 different supervisors, 12 years as a councilman, and 2 years as deputy supervisor. I also was a member of the Ichabod Crane School Board. I served on the Zoning Board of Appeals, the Board of Assessment Review, both the Valatie Library Board and the Kinderhook Library Board. I am also currently on the Columbia County Board of Ethics, and my experience makes me uniquely qualified, I believe, for this position. If you look at my resume, you'll see that every activity that I've participated in has somewhat contributed to the opportunity to run as a supervisor in this town and manage the town. In Kinderhook, the supervisor has a dual responsibility, supervisor of the Town of Kinderhook, as well as sitting on the County Board of Supervisors. And there's big responsibility in both areas. As a member of the County Board of Supervisors, it's a weighted vote based on the population. In Columbia County, Kinderhook holds the highest weighted vote.
Okay, Bill Mancini.
Yes, thank you. It's a tough act to follow. Thank you all. Thank you all also for coming tonight. Parry, thank you for moderating. Tom, thank you, and the board for all your work at getting this together. I really appreciate it. And as you can probably tell at this point from my accent that I grew up in Brooklyn and was one of 6 children. I lived in Brooklyn and Queens most of my life. It was there that I met my wife Bernadette. We've been married for 42 years. We have 4 children and 10 grandchildren. Back in 2002, we bought our house up here in Kinderhook and commuted back and forth for a while, fixing it, making it what we wanted it to be. And we're close to it now after 17 years. And we relocated here full-time 7 years ago. About myself, let's say, I graduated from St. Francis College in Brooklyn with a bachelor's degree in sociology. And then after that, I worked as a telecommunications technician at New York Telephone Company for 29 years. While I was there, I was a union representative for the CWA for about 19 years. And while there also, I went back to school at St. John's University and received my master's in business administration in public accounting and taxation. Well, and that was all, the purpose of that was when I left Verizon, which was then Verizon, not New York Tel anymore, I went to work at Ernst & Young as a tax specialist and an auditor. I was there for 17 years, where I received my license as a New York State Certified Public Accountant and as an enrolled agent with the IRS. Since coming to Kinderhook, I've been active in the community as a volunteer. I've worked with the Columbia County Office for the Aging and Meals on Wheels program. I've been a part of the AARP's volunteer tax preparer program, using that skill and expertise that I earned over 17 years professionally. And I've also worked with the Kinderhook Memorial Library as a amateur baker, providing baked goods for their events and their fundraisers. Gotten some good reviews on that. Currently, I'm working with the village as a chair of the Climate Smart Community Task Force. And over the last 2 years, we've been able to obtain over $50,000 in grants and awards for the village to use towards sustainable and environmentally sound programs. In the time I've spent doing this volunteer work, I've seen just how much of a positive contribution I can make to our community here. And as a member of our town board, I expect to take on an even greater role contributing positively to our community. Over the last 5 years, I've attended and participated in board meetings with the town and the village of Kinderhook. In that time, I have never hesitated to voice my opinions with the boards, nor have I hesitated to offer my ideas to board members. As a town board member, I hope to have the opportunity to set those ideas in motion. My professional experience is a valuable asset to our town. It will help to ensure fiscal responsibility and provide an effective approach in meeting the needs of our residents. Hard work and persistence have always been a part of my makeup. I've always dedicated myself to achieving goals that I set for myself and that others set for me. I'm not good at this. It's been a long time since I've been on stage. When I'm elected to the town board, I will work hard and dedicate myself to serving the entire Kinderhook community to the best of my abilities. Thank you.